Thank you again to God's Kitchen and Catholic Charities of West Michigan to help to warm us up some this morning with some delicious soup ahead of their Soups On for All fundraiser coming up Monday. Amber, this is the perfect soup weather that you need. I don't know if we'd ever need soup more than we do this week.
Yeah, this really is the week where soup, hot drinks, all of the above is
Chili,
very necessary. Yeah.
However you want to get it in.
Exactly. It is very cold this weekend. We've been talking about it for days now. We're going to be feeling like we are well below zero. Our actual temperatures, though, could end up reaching temps that we've never seen in Grand Rapids, or at very least that we haven't seen in a really long time.
Wow. So, I mean, we talk about, hey, we're West Michiganders, we're used to this stuff. Some of these temperatures, though, we maybe haven't experienced ever, or at least in a long time.
Yeah, I think Saturday morning we're going to be waking up and saying, okay, yeah, we're from West Michigan. We're not from Alaska.
Right.
Maybe we want to tone that down a little bit, get a little warmer. Yeah, I know a lot of people are getting sick and tired of the cold, but unfortunately, it is still here. 13 weather ball is blue. Cooler weather is in view. Really colder weather is in view. It's also blinking bright as we do have more snow in sight for our lakeshore counties. This is sponsored by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. Here's where we are right now. Temperatures for many of us are sub-zero, but feeling a lot colder than that. Feels like temperatures right now, Grand Rapids, negative 26 degrees. We're seeing a lot of those negative teens, negative 20s when we're talking about wind chills, but our actual temperatures are reading below zero in many areas across West Michigan. The rest of today is going to carry still very cold weather. Our actual temperatures not exactly making it very far above freezing, or rather above zero. So as we head into this afternoon, some of us could end up seeing highs close to zero, maybe 1 or 2 degrees, but for the most part, we are going to be sticking with those well below average temps and wind chills that are quite a bit lower than that. We'll look at that in just a moment, but first talking about those temperatures throughout the rest of the day. By the evening commute, hovering around zero once again, dropping back down to the negatives into tomorrow morning. Our coldest air is going to be arriving into our Friday night and our Saturday morning, dropping down to the negative 20s, especially further inland by the time we hit midnight, and actually cooling down even a little bit from here still. It looks like many of us could be dropping down to the negative teens, negative 20s. Now, for West Michigan, for Grand Rapids specifically, that lowest temperature on record ever recorded since the late 1800s happened way back in 1899 at negative 24 degrees, and a lot of areas aren't going to be looking too far off from that. Beyond this, we are looking at cold temperatures sticking around throughout Saturday morning, but already by noon, hey, we're back into the positives at very least, so that's something. We are going to be seeing slight improvements throughout the rest of the weekend, but Saturday morning's going to be a bit rough for us. And once again, it's going to feel even colder than that. Now, breezy winds throughout today, gusting over 30 miles an hour along the lakeshore. That's going to be aiding in that lake effect throughout the rest of today, also making us feel a whole lot colder. We do start to calm down a little bit in terms of those winds into tomorrow morning, but because of how cold it's going to be, that doesn't exactly mean it's going to help us out all that much. Feels like temperatures that are really dropping down into Saturday morning. So this morning, already negatives for our wind chills down to the negative 20s even. Same thing heading into tomorrow, and that's after today. We're not going to feel like we're above zero at any time. By the time that we are hitting Saturday afternoon, yes, we are seeing some improvement, not exactly by a lot, but hey, it's something, and we'll be seeing more improvement into the end of the weekend too. Now, still some more lake effect snow on the way, mainly for our lakeshore counties along northwesterly winds, currently mainly funneling into the Muskegon area through Ottawa down to Allegan counties. More snow is still expected with a bit more accumulation for some areas. It's not for everybody, but still lingering lake effect snow along the immediate lakeshore throughout the day. US 31 is going to be that main road that gets impacted the most. By the time we hit Saturday around 8 a.m., should be seeing a lot of that push further offshore, not really impacting us too much anymore. But before that point, we are going to be picking up some additional snowfall. By the time we hit the evening commute, 1 to 3 inches, possibly 1 to 4 inches looking possible, but getting into tomorrow morning, when all is said and done, we could end up seeing between about 3 to 6 inches possible along the immediate lakeshore, maybe even a little bit more than that in some areas, but that would be fairly isolated. Notice how further inland, though, we're likely to be staying under an inch for the vast majority of West Michigan. Unless you're in Kalamazoo County, that's where we could be picking up some more. Still after that, Saturday, the rest of our Saturday daytime hours are pretty quiet. More clouds building in overnight, and then a system sliding to our south that tries to inch just far enough north to still bring some snowfall and some impacts to West Michigan, mainly south of Grand Rapids. Starting to move out after that into Sunday night, but Monday still bringing additional lake effect beyond that. Snow chances aren't going anywhere for a while, too. As for today, temperatures near the lakeshore staying in the single digits, but once again feeling a lot colder than that all day long. More lake effect snow along the immediate lakeshore. Our northern zone will see temperatures that are likely to stay in the negatives throughout much of the day, and our southern zone hovering between about 5 degrees through Allegan County, getting closer to the lakeshore, but then down into the negatives further inland that you travel. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. 13 weather impact alert today, tomorrow, because of these dangerously cold temperatures. By Sunday, we're seeing the return of a bit of snowfall, mainly south of Grand Rapids. Snow chances lasting through Wednesday, getting at least a bit milder, upper teens by the time we hit Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's certainly an improvement, but we are not going to be seeing temperatures that are necessarily going to be close to average anytime soon. Dave?